Hey everybody, what's going on? All right, I'm finally back with that pickups video I've been promising you guys that has been taking a little while. Again, I'm sorry about that. I've been crazy busy dealing with work being nuts and my back issues and stuff. Whole bunch of things have been going on, but anyway, I finally have some time off here, so I wanted to put together a pickups video for you guys, and let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first one I wanted to show you here is one that I picked up from Fright Rags. It was in their sort of, I guess, Black Friday sale they had. It was just some stuff I wanted to pick up for Christmas in time, you know, for the big holiday and to get a few things for the kids and stuff. And there was one that I did pick up for myself that I thought was fun because it was a crazy good deal. And I always like these kind of sort of mashup plays. And I got a copy of this Zombie Wars here from Fright Rags. So of course it's a Star Wars zombie mashup, if you will. The TIE fighters in the background are bats. And then you have the eyeball of Darth Vader there looking like the Death Star. And of course Luke and Leia looking like zombies. C-3PO doesn't have a head. R2 looks to be covered in all sorts of blood. It's quite interesting. Yeah, it's pretty fun design, but I mean, couldn't pass it up. I think I got it for just over 10 bucks, so definitely was not going to pass on that one. All right, so next up are some pretty sweet grabs from Garbs. I haven't even opened these yet, but this one is called Reign of Terror. It's a long sleeve, and it is a Friday the 13th Jason t-shirt. So I'm definitely looking forward to see this sucker. It's from the final chapter, part 4, and it looks awesome. Very cool. Look at that detail. Another fantastic design. I'm sure this is Sam Hain, 1992. Again, check this out. So on the one sleeve, you can see the massive head injury that Jason receives at the end of the final chapter. That is very cool on the one sleeve. The other sleeve has a bunch of his weapons he used to do his killing. The double-sided axe, we have a butcher knife, cleaver, hacksaw, and of course the hammer. Very cool detail on this one. I really like the long sleeve. I love the extras on the sleeves. I thought it looks really sweet. And of course it's the final chapter, which is arguably the best of the entire series. Very cool design from Garbs. All right, so let's look at the bigger grab I had of Garbs earlier this month. Have not opened it yet either. And okay, so these are all individually bagged, as they pretty much always are with Garbs, except for the few odd ones like this one here, but most of them do come bagged. So the first one up here, this is just the Trick or Treat soundtrack logo. And I'm really glad I got this because the orange looks fantastic on the black. I love it. Really love it. Awesome. So soundtrack logo right there, Trick or Treat. Orange on black. Love these colors. My favorite colors. And the contrast looks fantastic. So really happy with that pickup. Got an excellent price on that. All right, next up is, this is one that I'm not going to open, this next one. This is the Return of the Living Dead t-shirt. This is another copy of one of my favorite t-shirts I own. It's a Return of the Living Dead print. You will notice here, it looks familiar to one I've shown you many times in the past. I got this because I love the design so much. I wanted it to last for many years. So I'm going to wear my other one, probably more often than I ever would have normally, so I can enjoy it, knowing that I do have another pristine copy put away that I will keep in good shape. I only have extra copies of just a few t-shirts. There's 2 or 3 designs that I've been able to get extra copies of. If they ever rerun the Creep-O-Rama t-shirt from Fright Rags that Justin Osborne did, I'd be all over that, because my copy is, well, it's looking like I've had it a while, and I don't want to wear it because I don't want to have to wash it or put it through any more stress. So I really wish I could get another copy of that one. But anyway, I was able to secure one with Garbs here, and I thought I'd better jump on it because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I just love the design. I love the color. Just the entire look of it is fantastic. I just love it. So I wanted a backup copy, and there it is. And it was a good price too. Like I said, this was more pickups for Black Friday, more or less. Okay, so the next one is one of 2 new Halloween 3 designs that I picked up. This first one is this awesome Halloween 3 promo design on this nice white background, and I don't have a lot of white shirts, so I really wanted to pick this up because it's just such a cool design, and it's white. You know, I could wear it in the summer, you know, for our 2 months or so of warm weather we get here. It's got the final processing sign there, of course, all 3 masks, as well as the trick-or-treaters. And even Tom Atkins makes an appearance as well on the bottom, which is pretty freaking sweet. And speaking of Tom Atkins, that brings us to our second Halloween 3 t-shirt, one that I just had to have. This is one I was going to pick up in extra large, and it was in my cart, and by the time I went to check out, XL was gone, so I had to settle for a large. So large still fits fine, it's a little more snug, so I like them normally fitting a little more loose. But this is the awesome Tom Atkins design. The night no one comes home, gather around your TV set, put on your masks, and watch. And there he is. Just another beautiful design. Love the way this looks. Tom Atkins in the closing scenes of Halloween 3. Very awesome t-shirt. So again, got it on sale, great price from Garbs. Really happy about that one. And the Halloween t-shirt collection just keeps right on growing. What can I say? Okay, so moving on to the next ones. These are a couple that I have really been looking forward to receiving. They are from Cavity Colors, our good friends, in the green bag. These are really, really awesome designs from the Scream franchise of Ghostface. One of them is called Ghostface Party Crasher. It's a long sleeve, very nice looking shirt. And the other one is the Terror of Ghostface t-shirt by Devin Whitehead. That looks freaking phenomenal in the pictures. I can't wait to get a look at this thing. I've been sitting on it for a long time here, so I'm hoping everything is good. Let's get this sucker open. Okay, so first things first, inside, of course, I have my little receipt, and we have a bookmark, and it looks like it is from Haunt, if I am not mistaken. Looks kind of like the Devil Mask from Haunt. Sure it is. Absolutely, that's Haunt. And Cavity Colors Monster Club sticker, as always. Thanks so much, guys. That's cool. Okay, first shirt up is the beautiful design by Devin Whitehead that is basically a Ghostface comic book. Ah, is that ever cool? This thing looks just incredible. Check this out. Look at that. Beautiful design. Devin Whitehead, Terror of Ghostface, October 31, edition number 1, it looks like, 75 cents. Ghostface holding the phone book. Very cool. He lives, terrifying phone calls, horror, the terror of Ghostface. Terror tales. He knows your every move. Multiple killers? Here lies Father Death. That's awesome. That's a really nice design. Ghostface looks fantastic in this. I love the way he has the mask captured here. Beautiful, beautiful design. Very cool. Some of my nicest t-shirts I have are actually Scream or Ghostface shirts. they're just really cool. Like the few that I've got my hands on are some of my absolute favorites, and this is no exception. This is a really, really nice t-shirt. Well done, Devin Whitehead. Wow, I love it. Okay, moving on to the second one. This is the long sleeve that they put out. Awesome looking design. Check this out. So you have Ghostface crashing through a window. Again, a nice likeness of Ghostface. Mask looks beautiful. I think that is the most important part. The buck looks pretty decent. And it has these really awesome designs on it. Down the sleeves you have Ghostface and the Buck 120 with the blood. And on the other side you have Ghostface Lives. Again, another shot of the mask and the Buck 120 with blood that's actually pouring into Lives. Very cool looking design. Cavity Colors has some of the nicest long sleeve tees that I have as well. I've always really liked their cotton they use in their t-shirts. I've never been huge on their hoodies as much because their hoodies are very dense. Like a lot of people like really thick hoodies, and Cavity Colors is a way to go for those. But for like Fright Rags, like this one I'm wearing here is a Halloween Kills design, Justin Osborne, but it's just much thinner cotton, so it's a little, I don't know, I prefer it a little bit thin because I like to layer, you know. Being that I live in Canada, the temperature swings are quite radical at times, but yeah, Cavity Colors makes fantastic long sleeve t-shirts. I've always really liked them. Some of my favorite long sleeves are Cavity Colors for sure. Certainly the way they feel as well. Really, really nice stuff. So there you have it, a couple of new Ghostface t-shirts from Cavity Colors. All right, so moving on to the last t-shirt pickup. This is one I've been waiting for longer than any of the ones I just showed you. This is one that I got from Creep-O-Rama. Long time ago. This is a pre-order special, and it is a Monster Squad t-shirt that is a long sleeve as well. Really cool looking design, so I'm hoping it looks great in person. So I waited a very long time for this. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so inside we have "Thank you for being a creep." Creep-O-Rama.com, very cool. As well as a sticker, the Creep-O-Rama Creep Club. Interesting. That looks cool. I like it. I like it. All right, now let's get a look at this t-shirt. Whoa, I love the way the Monster Squad looks on the front, the title of it. Looks like it's a Bella canvas shirt. Feels pretty nice. Cotton doesn't feel bad at all. Nice design. That looks awesome. I love the yellow in it too. Check this out. The Monster Squad. Yeah, again, I really like the bold yellow on the red. Really pops. And everybody looks fantastic. Like the images are all spot on right out of the film. The actors all look exactly like themselves. Really good likeness. Join today. Never send a man to do a kid's job. Bogus. Some vampire teeth too, and Stephen King Rules up there in the corner. Very nice. And then of course the sleeve work here. So on the one sleeve you have "You know who to call when you have ghosts, but who do you call when you have monsters?" Then some silver bullets, the mummy skull, and then the vampires, of course. Very cool. And on the other sleeve you have "Every 100 years, the forces of evil arise to challenge the forces of good for control of all mankind. This is the year, tonight is the night." And a nice shot of the Wolfman, and of course the vampire girls again. Stephen King Rules, join today, and another shot of the guys at the bottom. Very cool shirt. Love the look of this. I don't have anything that has this kind of a color scheme to it, and yeah, I love it. I think it looks fantastic. Really unique looking shirt, and definitely worth the wait. Feels quality. And again, I like the cotton. The cotton is nice. Very cool. So again, that is from Creep-O-Rama. Okay, so that'll do it for the t-shirt pickups. Now, I also got my first pickups ever from Vinegar Syndrome. Now, I'm sure many of you are familiar with Vinegar Syndrome. I've known about them for several years now. I know Richard Diaz likes to cover a lot of their exclusives, and I've learned a lot from him with Vinegar Syndrome. Very cool company, but fair to say that they're pricey, and shipping them here to Canada is really expensive. So I mean, you're paying probably certainly more than half of the entire overall price in shipping. So you're probably paying another 60% on top of that just to get it, you know, here. So things start getting crazy expensive, and they had a really nice Black Friday sale, and I was able to pick up 2 titles that I got for a reasonable amount of money by the time they got to me. They were still expensive, but they were reasonable on the expensive side. And the first one I got is one that I've been looking for a long, long time, and I can't believe they even did it. It's this movie from the 80s called Cloak and Dagger, starring Henry Thomas. This movie is, of course, not horror or anything like that, but it's a movie that I grew up with that I really, really enjoy. And I love all the nice little touches in it with the Atari logo and everything like that. It just brings back memories of when I was a little kid. Like, I have an older brother and sister, and we had an Atari system, so when I was really, really small, I do remember seeing these kind of cartridges around and stuff, and playing them as a little dude. But Cloak and Dagger is one of my favorite movies. You know, on the movie channel we had, Super Channel, I probably watched the movie, you know, 20 times when it was on. So I've always wanted a copy of it, and when I found out Vinegar Syndrome was doing this really special edition that is so nice, it's got a booklet and everything in it too. Really, really cool set. I'm not going to get into it in great detail because there are a lot of features of what's on this thing all over YouTube, and you know, that's really not what I'm doing on my channel as much, because this isn't horror, but it is a great pickup that I wanted for a long time, so I'm really glad I was able to get that. The second one that I got is one that I've been looking for a bit as well, and I was really excited about, so I had to figure out a way to get this one, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. This one is a fun movie right out of the 80s, of course. I think it's 86. But this is one that I saw on the video shelves many times as a young kid, and you might recognize that title shot there, the original one sheet, I guess you would call that. But this is the movie poster I remember being advertised everywhere, and when I saw it as a kid in the video store, that was always the front cover as well. So it's nice that they have that artwork in there, and I haven't opened mine yet, of course, but the 4K Ultra HD version, I've heard it's very, very good. The transfer looks fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out. Love the outer jacket as well, Dennis Hopper. And of course the fam on the front, Leatherface. Really, really cool design. Again, the back. Very nice. So looking forward to really checking this sucker out. And I didn't have a good copy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, so again, like Cloak and Dagger, it's just one that I wanted in my collection real bad. But this is some classic horror out of the 80s, and I had to have a copy of this. Also, they sent a little cool Vinegar Syndrome sticker. You know, I'm sure they put this in several of their orders and stuff, but neat little design, nice sticker. Yeah, so that'll pretty much do it for those pickups. I will be showing a few of the Christmas pickups, if you will, or Christmas scores, as I like to call them, when I get some cool stuff for the horror corner here. And I do have some things coming, so I'll definitely share a few things I got with you guys here soon. I also wanted to briefly mention the Best Myers of 2022 contest that The Shape of Winter is running on Instagram. I posted a little while back on some photos I had of me in the Michael Myers cosplay, just to sort of get an idea of what you guys thought looked good, because The Shape of Winter was running this contest for Best Myers of 2022, and that's like anyone across the board, you know, the 78 all the way to Ends, or any movie in between, whatever. But you had to pick one photo and you know, submit it for judging, more or less. So I kind of went into it a little blind. I wasn't really sure what they'd be looking for, right? You know, with cosplaying, there's so much involved, so it's kind of hard to pick one photo. So for me, I got matched up with another dude I follow, who's a great cosplayer as well, and he posted a shot of his mask up close, and you could see his dead eye and all the blood all over the mask. So it was a cool shot, and I think people really responded to it. So it kind of kicked the crap out of the one that I submitted. That was a sort of a further away shot, kind of a mood shot, if you will. I was just going for the look in the film, you know, but you can't see any detail at all. So, you know, I have a dead eye as well too, and I had a bunch of makeup on, but you can't see any of that in the photo. So of course, I'm not sure how people are going to vote. I mean, some people might like those further away shots better, and like I think I got 37% of the vote with it. But I thought it would be important, if we were to do something like this again, to include a couple shots, you know what I mean? Like maybe something that'll show some of your detail, like maybe some face detail, mask detail, something like that. Like give me a detail shot and give me like an atmosphere shot. You know, show me Michael Myers standing outside somewhere creepy, and then show me a shot of your details, you know? I think that would be a better representation of what, you know, the whole cosplaying thing is, right? Because there's so many variables. There's, you know, for instance, just certain things, just like body type. Like if you have two guys playing Jason Voorhees, right? And, you know, maybe you're doing part 6 and, you know, the character's pretty big, solid Jason, as most of them tend to be, certainly after the hockey mask era anyway. But let's say you got two guys together, and one of them is really big, and he looks like an imposing beast of a person, and the other guy might be, you know, short, doesn't have the same kind of physique or something, you know. And it doesn't mean his cosplay is no good, because it might look better, but in terms of aesthetics and trying to match what that guy looks like on screen, kind of thing, those little factors matter too, right? And of course, detail and accuracy and stuff, I think, is important. So it's hard to show any of this large amount of work some people are putting into it. So I feel like it's tough to do in one photo. But yeah, I really appreciate him doing this contest, though. It's really cool. It brought me into more cosplayers. Well, it helped me find way more Myers cosplayers that were good, you know. Like when I saw the contest happening and everything getting posted, and I saw what I was up against right there, I was just like, wow, man, I'll be, you know, my goal is just try to get in the top half of this field. That would be, you know, I'd be pretty proud of that, because there's a lot of really great cosplayers in this contest. So that's what I was looking forward to, but I got bounced first round real quick there. But yeah, I just think that for what I posted up against something so nicely detailed, yeah, it wasn't looking good. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know if that was the right picture I should have been choosing to, if that's what I'm up against. Like, geez, there's some real nice detail. So we'll see how far it gets, and I'm going to keep watching. So again, it's at The Shape of Winter is the account on Instagram. So just look up The Shape of Winter. But that's his account, and he updates it all the time on what's going on. You can vote on which one you like the most, and somebody's going to get that Best Myers of 2022 title and win some fun prizes and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad he put it on. Like I said, it's really interesting and cool. Anyway, but for those of you who did chime into that and did see what was going on, I appreciate you guys voting, and for the few of you that told me about it and were saying, hey, you should get into that, I appreciate that as well. I'm sorry I kind of let you down with that first round, but what do? You know, there's a lot of great cosplayers in there. Anyway, that is pretty much it for now for the updates, guys. So like I said, I will be back with sort of a Christmas pickups scores soon here before I have to head back to work. So I'll definitely get a couple of videos out, and hopefully I'll be able to keep it up a little more frequently here in the future. But thanks so much for watching for now, and I will see you again for the next one, guys. Take care.